Welcome back to Pachehra Talks channel. My name is Arun, and I'm solutions architect with Novintech, which is one of the best organization to work with. And today we are going to explore application modernization, and these are my views for my channel. All right, I'm also a certified trainer, and I'm going to talk about application modernization in this video. Let's check out the agenda first. So we will understand what is application modernization first, what is this is all about. Then we'll try to figure out all the aspects of the modernization so that we can perform modernization, talk about modernization, and we will understand why modernization. These aspects are directly related to why, so you can easily relate. Then we'll see how can we modernize with the help of Azure features and functionalities. So let's start with what is application modernization. Well, we are talking all these modernization when cloud came into the picture, right? It was happening before as well, but it was very tough. But cloud made it very easy. So all our conversation, all our answers, exploration will be on behalf of cloud. So modernization via the cloud refers to the process of updating, transforming, and re-architecting applications, infrastructure, and operational practices to leverage the benefits of cloud computing technology. See, if you could relate with this, why are we modernizing? So that we can leverage the benefits of cloud computing. Cloud computing comes up with so many benefits, but how can we harness that power of cloud, that benefits of the cloud? When we change the way we create our application, way we build our application, how can we do that? By updating them, by transforming them, or re-architecting them. Only re-architecting application will not help, or it will help not up to the extent because you want to harness all the benefits. So we also need to change the infrastructure and the operational practices. So that's what the modernization is actually means. And this transformation aims to make application more scalable, agile, and cost effective, enabling business to better meet current and future needs. So we have already talked about many times why anybody has to create infrastructure on cloud or Azure, or why they're doing it, because somebody is running a business. And if we run the business, money matters the most. And how can we get the money or get the profit? When we are providing value to the customer. For us, for IT folks, who is the customer? It's the business. So we have to provide the value to the business so that they can cater their customers. So how can we do that? By making our application scalable. It's not like when customer comes and on a peak traffic, your application is not loading, right? So we need more scalable, more agile, and cost effective applications. And how can we achieve these things? Highly available, scalable, resilient, secure, and cost effective agile applications by transforming them to work as per the cloud technologies. Or to get the maximum benefits of the cloud technologies, we need to transform or modernize the applications the way it was happening till now, or it's the legacy way. You must have heard the term, right? So modernization involves a shift from traditional, often monolithic architecture to, or on-premises data center to flexible, scalable, and efficient cloud-based solutions. I hope this application modernization in this context is absolutely clear now. Now we need to understand the key aspects of the modernization. Okay, so let me change the slide to get the key aspects of modernization. The very first is application refactoring. We have already understood as per what is application modernization. Why are we doing the refactoring? Now let's understand this. Redesigning and restructuring existing application to take full advantage of cloud native technologies such as microservices or event driven application, containers, and serverless computing. This can involve breaking down a monolith application into smaller, independent, deployable services. It will give you all those benefits. It will make you harness all the beauty or the benefits that cloud offers. So application refactoring, because whatever we are application running right now which are not modernized already, are running with the aspect of on premises in mind, right? The capex scenario. But now with the cloud, things changes. So how can we get the benefit? By the very first is we gotta refactor the application. That is the key aspect of the modernization. And how are we going to refactor the application? It's a whole science behind it. We need to understand the application first, and then we need to see how can we best re-architect if that application is eligible for that particular scenario, right? So there's entire science behind it that we have already covered in the migration videos in the past, or maybe we'll cover in the upcoming videos. But for now, just because this is modernization video, for that this is the key aspect: application refactoring. Now, adopting DevOps practices. Well, implementing DevOps methodologies to streamline development, testing, and deployment processes. This includes continuous integration and continuous deployment, automated testing and infrastructure as code, enhancing operational efficiency and reducing time to market. Well, you must be wondering, it's fine, DevOps are doing all these things, but DevOps were always doing these things. Why, because of cloud, suddenly it becomes so important? It's just because cloud gives DevOps those things which are absolutely necessary to perform the DevOps as it's supposed to be performed. The main reason cloud computing is so conducive to DevOps practices lies in its ability to offer on demand access to a broad range of scalable, flexible, and interconnected services via APIs, right? And you run ARM template, which is again provide you that API connection or Terraform. So this accessibility accelerates and simplifies many aspects of the DevOps cycle, including CI, CD, or IAC and automation, which are foundational to the DevOps. So, as we also said at the very beginning, application modernization is not just about the application. We also need to re-architect infrastructure and the operational practices to leverage the benefits of the cloud computing. So, this part will help in the operational and, of course, in the deployment, because we are also deploying infrastructure with the ISC. Now, moving from physical server and data centers to cloud services like Azure, which offers scalable and managed compute, storage, and networking resources. The shift not only reduces the need for upfront capital expenditure, but also optimizes operational cost with pay as you go pricing model. So it will help you optimizing the infrastructure. Now, another key aspect is we leveraging PaaS and SaaS services, right? Because cloud offers these things, utilizing PaaS and SaaS offerings to minimize the overhead of managing underlying infrastructure and applications. Because our goal or our aim is to not take care of the infrastructure, but to run the business. And how we are running the business? By running our application. So it doesn't matter, or it matters less, because if you are going to take care of the infrastructure, then the entire setting will change. Now you are focused towards the infrastructure, their billing, their electricity, their cooling, your creation of the data center, your people, your employee, a lot of things. You have to build another department to take care of that. But ultimately, what you're trying to achieve? Application, right? These services provide built-in scalable, highly available, and security features, advanced security features, allowing teams to focus on building and enhancing application functionalities. So these services provide a lot of things by default. So you need not to build everything from the scratch. It is already offering you all those things. You just go and utilize it, right? We already gave a lot of examples like living in a hotel or a rent room rather than creating your home every time you are creating a new application, right? Another aspect is enhancing security and compliance. Yes, cloud helps you with that. Implementing advanced security measures available in the cloud, such as IAM through Azure AD, which has wonderful features, threat detection, data encryption to protect against evolving cybersecurity threats through machine learning and so many other aspects through MS Defender, Sentinel. Uh, Cloud providers often comply with a broad set of international and industry specific standards, helping organizations meet regulatory requirements more easily. There is an entire dashboard for all the compliance that Azure possesses. You can easily go and check that and utilize those for your specific need if you require those documents. Then, of course, with cloud, you can incorporate advanced technologies. Integrating cutting edge technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and big data analytics into applications to drive innovation and improve customer experiences. Cloud platforms offer accessible, scalable, and cost effective services to implement these technologies without significant upfront investment. So, these are the key aspects of your modernization. And now, with these key aspects that we talked about, you can easily relate the things that these offering us, right? And that's why you can easily relate with our next slide, which talks about why modernization is important. Well, I have jotted down few important points like agility, because cloud modernization enables business to rapidly adapt to market changes and customer demands by facilitating quicker updates and feature releases and supporting those technologies which help you achieve these. Let's take an example to understand it better. Let's suppose there is a global fast fashion retailer. This retailer uses cloud modernization to rapidly update its online inventory system and deploy new features to its e commerce platform. This agility enables the retailer to quickly adapt to fashion trends and customer preferences, significantly reducing the time from design to market. As a result, the retailer can offer new styles faster than competitors, directly responding to market changes and customer demands. You see what just happened here? Business, the value, and the benefits of the cloud computing. All right, this next point is cost efficiency. Because moving to a cloud model can significantly reduce cost by optimizing resource usage and eliminating the need for expensive hardware and maintenance. And we can understand this with an example of a financial services company which migrates its legacy banking application to the cloud, transitioning from a capex model with significant hardware investment to an opex model. This move eliminates the need for maintaining and upgrading expensive on prem data centers. The company now benefits from the cloud's pay as you go pricing, significantly reducing operational cost and reallocating saving towards customer experience improvements. Another benefit is the money that you will save by modernizing your application could easily be utilized on the advanced technology which is available right there with the cost that you saved, and you need not to spend all the money. It go as pay as you go. And what you can do, you can provide value to your business. You can provide customer experience improvement scenarios for your customers. All right. So now the third one is scalability. Cloud services allow applications to scale resources up or down as needed, ensuring performance and reducing waste. And we all have that example which can easily make us understand peak hours, e-commerce platform, some promotion, some sale. There is peak in the user request, and our application can scale up and down as per the load. Now, global reach. Cloud makes it easier to deploy applications globally, improving performance for users worldwide through distributed services. We can understand this with a video streaming services, which leverages the cloud to distribute its content delivery network or CDN globally. This strategic move ensures that users across different regions experience low latency and high definition streaming quality. The cloud's global infrastructure enables the service to store content closer to users, improving performance and user satisfaction on a global scale. And now, finally, innovation. By reducing the burden of infrastructure management and leveraging cloud native services, organizations can focus more on innovation and delivering value to their customer that we are keep on talking about. Why modernization? This summarize everything. All right, let's take an example just to make a point. Let's suppose there is a healthcare technology company uses cloud computing to harness advanced analytics and machine learning for patient data. This cloud driven modernization allows the company to develop predictive models that identify at risk and improve patients' outcome. By leveraging the cloud's powerful computing capabilities and managed services, the company focuses on innovation, creating new value proposition for healthcare providers and patients. So this will not only just help for the innovation, but also help you run your existing application and improve the user experience. So let's conclude by saying modernization via the cloud is a transformative journey. Okay, because it will transform the user experience, your experience, and the way your applications are fractured. That enables organization to harness the power of cloud computing for enhanced agility, cost saving, performance, and innovation, of course. It enables, or it involves rather, thinking and updating applications, process, and infrastructure to be more aligned with modern business requirements and technological advancements. Now, it's time to understand how can we achieve this modernization with the help of Azure. So, modernizing application to leverage the full spectrum of cloud features and functionality can significantly benefit organizations by enhancing scalability, performance, security, and cost efficiency. The very first thing that we can do is adopting microservices architecture. But always remember, it doesn't mean you have to go to the microservices architecture. No, it's an entire science behind it. As I said at the very beginning, when we were talking about application refactoring, if that fits your application, there is a proper assessment, understanding why. If your why suffice, then of course how comes later. But this architecture is something which will help you to make your application modernize and harness the benefits of the cloud. So how Azure can help us here? Implementing microservices architecture is a strategic approach to modernize applications, enabling organizations to develop, deploy, and scale their components independently. Azure provides a suite of services that support the development, deployment, and management of microservices. And here we are going to talk about all those services that we can utilize for our microservices architectured application. The very first is AKS, which is Azure Kubernetes Services. If you want to learn about AKS, we have created almost 75 videos on this topic covered end to end. You can check in the playlist. So AKS is a managed container orchestration service based on Kubernetes, making it easier to deploy, manage, and scale containerized application. And it is again, you need not to take care of everything. Master one is taken care by Azure, so it will also give you the benefit of PaaS services or semi-PaaS services maybe, because Node is still under your control, but you can have this scalability applied there. Then we can utilize ACI, Azure Container Instances, which offers the fastest and simplest way to run a container in Azure without having to manage servers or adopt additional services. It is suitable for scenarios requiring simple isolated containers, quick deployments, event-driven application, and batch processing as well. You can also utilize ACI as a virtual node in AKS, which is a great feature, of course. Then we have Azure Service Fabric for microservices, which is a distributed system platform that makes it easy to package, deploy, and manage scalable and reliable microservices and containers. Azure Functions can help here because it enables running event-driven serverless computing functions that can scale automatically, ideal for microservices patterns like APIs, webhooks, and event processing. You could also utilize Azure API management because in microservices, we do have APIs all over the place, internal and externally published as well. So it helps organization publish, manage, secure, and analyze APIs in minutes, acting as a front door to abstract backend services and microservices. Then we can utilize other services which we're going to cover in the serverless architecture as well. So implementing serverless architecture is a powerful strategy for modernizing application in Azure, allowing business to build and run applications without thinking about servers. This model emphasizes event-driven execution, automatic scaling, and paying only for the compute consumed. The very first is Azure Functions. As we said in the microservices, it enables you to run a small piece of code in response to the events. Ideal for microservices, APIs, and event-driven data processing tasks. We can process orders, integrate systems, handling web requests, and managing backend tasks like image processing or file maintenance with the help of Azure Functions. Logic Apps, which offers a visual designer to build automated workflows that integrate apps, data services, and system across enterprise without writing a code. Automating business processes, integrating disparate system and services, and building enterprise workflows that connect to third-party services like O365, Salesforce, and many more could be a wonderful use case for Logic Apps. Then we have Event Grid Services, which is a fully managed event routing service that enables uniform event consumption using a pub submodel. Service Bus, which is a fully managed enterprise message broker with message queues and publish subscribe topics. And we can also utilize storage queues, which is an offering from the Azure Storage, a service for storing large number of messages that can be accessed from anywhere through HTTP or HTTPS. A simple and cost-effective for less complex messaging needs. API Manage could be a wonderful tool here, which can allow you to publish, manage, and secure and analyze APIs in a scalable environment. And of course, it acts as a front door to abstract backend services and serverless applications. So most of the Azure integrated services, AIS, that's what they call it, Azure integrated services, integration services would be a wonderful services for serverless architecture. Now, utilizing PaaS services over IaaS or Just running VM and doing everything from the scratch on the cloud is something you should avoid. Utilize PaaS services, migrate your web application to Azure App Services for easy scaling, deployment, and management without worrying about the underlying infrastructure. Same goes with your database. We can call it database modernization, transition from traditional database to Azure SQL DB or Cosmos DB to benefit from managed database services, automatic scaling, and global distribution capabilities out of the box. You should enhance the DevOps practices that we talked about at the beginning. Adopt Azure DevOps, which is a wonderful suite of so many practices that Azure DevOps follows, including your repos, your test plans, your pipelines, your artifacts. A lot of things is offered by Azure DevOps, and it can easily integrate with the GitHub Actions and any third-party tools like Jenkins. Utilize infrastructure as code for the DevOps practices. Now, embracing AI and analytics, which are the advanced technologies, and Azure offers a robust suite of services for implementing AI, ML, and analytics architecture, enabling organization to modernize applications with advanced data processing capabilities, intelligent algorithms, and real-time insights. These services support a wide range of scenario from data ingestion and storage to model development and deployment. And Azure offers like Azure Machine Learning, which is a fully managed cloud service that enables you to easily build, train, and deploy machine learning models. It offers a collaborative end-to-end platform from model development to deployment and management. Azure Cognitive Services, which is a collection of pre-built and customizable AI services for vision, speech, language, decision, and web search tasks. These services enable application to see, hear, speak, and understand and interpret user needs. We can uh, a- let's take an example of cognitive services, which is always interesting, like adding intelligent features such as facial recognition, speech to text conversion, language understanding, and content moderation to applications. Could be very interesting use cases here because we all have applications where we can utilize these things. Speech to text, which is very common nowadays. uh, Language understanding, right? Now, Azure Databricks, which is an Apache Spark-based analytics platform optimized for Azure, it provides a collaborative environment for big data processing, machine learning, and real-time analytics. Synapse Analytics, which is an integrated analytics service that combines big data and data warehousing. It offers a unified experience to ingest, prepare, manage, and serve data for immediate BI and machine learning needs. And we do have Azure HD Insight, a fully managed cloud service for open source analytics frameworks such as Hadoop, Spark, Hive, Kafka, Storm, R, and many more. It allows for processing big data workloads. Then we have Azure Bot Service, which is a managed platform for developing intelligent enterprise grade bots. It integrates with Azure Cognitive Services to add natural language processing and AI capabilities to bots. Then we have Azure Stream Analytics, which is a real-time analytics and complex event processing engine that allows you to analyze and process high volumes of fast streaming data from multiple sources simultaneously. Then Azure Data Factory, which is an wonderful orchestration for ETL and ELT workflows, which is a cloud-based data integration service. And of course, at the base of all these things, we have Azure Data Lake Storage, a highly scalable and secure data lake for big data analytics. It combines with the power of high performance file system with massive scale and economy. So these are so many services that Azure provides to embrace AI in analytics, just like microservices, serverless, and other topics that we talked about. Finally, we can optimize our storage solution as well, which means we can utilize Azure Blob Storage, Azure File Sync, Data Lake Storage, or there are so many other like tables, queues, which provided by Azure storage. Then we can, of course, strengthen our security and compliance in Azure with the help of MS Defender, which is CSPM, which means Cloud Security Posture Management, and CWP, which is Cloud Workload Protection. Azure policies and blueprints, which enforces governance and compliance standards automatically using Azure policy and blueprints, ensuring your cloud environment adheres to organizational or regulatory requirements. Azure Sentinel, which is a SIEM and the source solution, security information event management and security orchestration automated response, which helps us collecting data across all users, devices, applications, and infrastructure, both on premises and in multiple clouds, detecting previously undetected threats and automating threat response. You can utilize Key Vault, Azure Key Vault, a tool to securely store and access secrets such as API keys, passwords, certificates, or cryptographic keys. Azure Firewall, which comes with the premium as of now, with all the advanced features like IDs, IPs, and intelligence threat protection. Then we have AIP, which is Azure Information Protection, a cloud based solution that helps an organization to classify and optionally protect its documents and emails by applying labels. Oh, we do have Compliance Manager here, a dashboard based service in Microsoft 365 Compliance Center to help you manage your organization's compliance requirements with greater ease and convenience. And finally, we have IAM, which is something very important from security perspective on cloud, because it's no more physical boundary, but the identity boundary. So it provides a lot of advanced features through Azure AD that we have already covered in our Zero Trust video series, SC100. Features like Azure AD B2B, B2C, Azure AD domain services, Azure RBAC role-based access control, Azure privileged identity management, conditional access, identity protection, access reviews, entitlement management. There's so many things. So with this, I'm going to end my video. And with this, let's conclude. Modernizing application on Azure involves leveraging Azure's vast array of services and features to build more scalable, reliable, and efficient applications. By adopting strategies like microservices, serverless architecture, PaaS services, embracing DevOps practices, organization can significantly enhance their application landscape. Additionally, focusing on AI and analytics, optimizing storage solution, and strengthening security and compliance posture are crucial steps in a comprehensive modernization effort. I hope it was informative for you, and thank you for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.